There we are.
Ooh, where are
Welcome to Extol Unfiltered. I'm Angie Fenton. This is Ben Peine,
we?
and
Good
we are
morning.
at
Huber's
Huber's.
Orchard and Winery.
I mean,
What a beautiful morning. You can hear the robins chirping
y-
right above us.
I love that you are that person I could sit next to you and be like, that's the Robin.
Yeah,
They sound beautiful.
it does sound
Huber's
beautiful.
Orchard and Winery, no, up here in Borden, which as the crow flies, how far is your house away?
I measured it up 14,000 feet that way is our backyard, and there's some trails you can actually drive through to get there. So about 2.5 miles away. So
Okay.
nice, easy ride for me into work this morning.
A beautiful ride into work. And Ben, if you don't mind, since I mean it is what a gorgeous, gorgeous Monday. We gotta we gotta show.
No big happy this morning.
Well, cheers to
Cheers.
a beautiful start
We got big
to the
stand.
week. But can we? I'm gonna pull this up here. Can we get a quick just take a look at
Yeah, it's awesome.
what's on
I
tap?
mean, I am a summer lover. That's my favorite
You
season.
are.
So this is it. June is going to be jumping with those temperatures. Tomorrow we're looking at upper 80s. Today around 80 degrees. There's still a little haze in the air from the Canadian wildfire smoke, but there is not a cloud in the sky. So some sunshine all across the area for today. Again, around 80 degrees, humidity not too bad. And then upper 80s are warmest so far this year. Tomorrow and Wednesday, grab some of that sunscreen, keep the sunglasses around for the next couple of days, starting to warm up the pool and the lake water, which has been kind of delayed this year. And then late Wednesday, we'll have a chance for a shower or thunderstorm, but it looks like some higher chances Thursday, Friday as a front stalls out over the area. We're on the south side of that front, which means we stay with the warm temperatures. Humidity starts to go up as you notice our nighttime temperatures go up to near 70 degrees for our overnight low temperatures. And then some occasional showers still possible for this weekend. We'll fine tune those chances a whole lot more later this week as we get closer to that. But for now, enjoy the summer-like conditions. And it's funny, this morning you're like, I'm chilly. It has been
I
a
was
cool start
chilly,
this morning,
yeah.
but we're going to be popping up to around 80 later today.
Well, we need that good weather. Rain or shine, it doesn't really matter. But Crusade for Children, that
Yeah.
is a big one, and we need the community to support that regardless of the weather.
So watch out for all the folks, at the intersections gathering money throughout the week. All the fire departments, help them out. The Crusade for Children this weekend, Saturday and Sunday.
Absolutely. So we're here at Huber's Orchard and Winery, and that is because the one and only John Neace.
There you go.
John Neace, and we'll talk more about him coming up later, but he is being honored today by the Lincoln Heritage Council, and word has it, our own governor will be here to honor John as well.
And Lincoln Heritage Council associated with Scouting
With
America.
Scouting America, and they're flying around right now, but hopefully we'll get an opportunity to really talk about what that means. What is Scouting America? I was educated on that.
Was Boy Scouts. And Cub Scouts.
Yep. And then now it's Scouts.
Scouting America, yeah.
Scouting America. So if you're joining us this morning, as always, Ben and I love when we can see where you're coming from, how's your Monday going. We love the comments, that's for sure. And I'm going to throw up here, we're going to be talking about this in just a few minutes, but it's graduation season, right? So who has gift suggestions? And if you're going with what I think a lot of grads not only like, but could use, and it's beneficial,
Yeah.
going with money, what's your go-to amount? Like, how do you navigate that? Is it on how well you know them? So weigh in. We'll be asking you to give your suggestions on that coming up in just a few minutes here. Now, Ben, we're going to also talk with Allie Huber, who is setting up here at Plantation Hall at Huber's. Again, we're here at Huber's Orchard and Winery, live on location, coming up really, really soon. But as we always talk about, okay, so I've got my Stanley, which was a gift. Somebody gave me a Starbucks gift. I actually bought this at the New Albany Kroger little satellites Starbucks that was in there. And I love this because it can
It's also a weapon.
it can double as anything. So you watch it. No,
Statements are
but
tough.
I love this, proudly serving those who serve. But I always have a mug from Regalo. That's my go-to. It's either a gift from usually my daughter, Olive, or a mug from Regalo. And then, of course, you always have Big Happy. We should have just brought Big Happy with us.
I should have brought my son's girlfriend's mug she made in art class. It looks like a monster.
Oh, I love that.
So she actually gave it to us. So we've got it in
Oh.
our kitchen now.
Well, I want to
The
show
eyes are
you.
like all over the place. Yeah.
You see that? I mean, Regalo, and they have mugs all over the store, all over the store. But they are giving to our Extol Unfiltered viewers exclusive
Oh, nice.
20% off anything in the Mug Life category on regaloart.com. They're doing it online only. They do free delivery. I think it's like a 25-mile radius. So if you're our Louisville friends, you're our Southern Indiana friends, and very often it's like the owners who do it, which
Yeah,
I love that
that
about
is
them.
crazy.
But it's 20% off of anything in their Mug Life category on regaloart.com. Just use that code MUGGIN.
Muggin.
Muggin. All right, we're going to go to the
We're
comments, and
mugging
I'm
this morning.
actually going to ask, we've got Todd Prinz, who is here. Todd, I'm going to ask that you go in and find Allie Huber for us, because she is madly working, but Allie's going to tell us what is happening here at Huber so that you know when you come and visit, this is what you can expect.
Also, tell us in the comments your favorite memories being out here at Huber's Orchard and Winery. My wife has worked here and used to do the tastings in the winery. We've had celebrations out here, field trips out here. So tell us your memories out here at Huber's. We'll take a look at those later too.
Absolutely. We've got our first comment in the morning. Do you want to go ahead and read that?
Gary and Janet Hutchins, good morning. Angie, Ben and Angie from Borden. Lily and Lasley coming in. Have an awesome day. Thanks for tuning in here, guys, this morning.
Absolutely.
A beautiful morning here in Starlight, Indiana.
Oh, and we love that. We hope everybody has an awesome day. Again, Ben, I mean, the weather here is absolutely phenomenal.
Yep.
Absolutely
Not a
phenomenal.
cloud in the sky, no breeze. The wind today, like maybe 5 miles per hour. So it's going to be a gorgeous day. A marvelous Monday, June 2nd here.
Well, we're going to get Allie mic'd up here in a little bit, but tell us about your weekend. I mean, you've had some big milestones with kiddos and things.
Crazy. Yeah, so Hannah had her graduation from Prosser last week. Her graduation from Borden High School is next Sunday, and then she has her party at LOPH. The church is what people call it, the Our Lady of Perpetual Hops, which should be a fun spot.
I know, we'll be there.
So she'll have her graduation party there next weekend. My son's sectional baseball championship is tonight in Lanesville versus West Washington.
So, okay, for those of us not in the know, what does that mean?
So sectional is the first round of playoffs. They've won the first 2 rounds of the sectional. So tonight is the sectional championship, and then you'll move on to regionals, which would be next weekend, and then you move on to semi-state and then state if you keep rolling along. So
what's the chances? What does it look like?
So we're going to be playing West Washington, Borden versus West Washington, and it's going to be an emotional game because my son has played with almost all of the players on West Washington travel ball since he was 7 years old. So we know all the parents and everybody's rooting for each other. Obviously, you want your team to win.
But is that healthy competition? I mean, is that
Very
like, do they
healthy
feel good about that?
Yeah, I mean, it makes you nervous because you really are rooting for both sides. I mean, obviously, you want your team to win, but you don't want to see. I mean, we've been friends with these parents for 10 years.
So
it does make it different.
To equate it on a little kid version, so our daughter played on Racing Academy on their top tier. She's a little athlete and loved that experience. She is going to come back and she tries out tomorrow. I'm pretty sure she's probably going to make a spot somewhere for Southern Indiana United, but it misses all those kids. Kids she sees like today at summer camps, kids she sees at school, and so she's coming back to play. Well, the last game of the season was Olivon Racing, her and her racing teammates who are awesome, and SIU. And
when you know everybody.
I mean, but she hugged everybody. Yeah. And by the way, Racing won 3-0. 3-0, and Olive scored 2 of those. So it's like it's iron sharpening
iron.
I really
will be happy either way. Mike Long, he was the travel ball coach. His son Nolan's playing. Michael taught my son how to play baseball. So, I mean, it all flourished from that travel ball team.
But if your son wins...
Then we go to regional, which I'm not sure where regional at. It's usually like out towards Lagodi, so that'll be next weekend. And so the busy summer, or not even summer yet, busy spring continues.
Busy spring does continue. All right, well, we're going to stop talking about our weekends for a moment here and welcome Allie Huber who is a familiar face. If you, I mean, how many of us haven't seen Allie flying around here? She makes it happen. We're going to jump over to our 3-shot here.
Yeah.
Allie, first, thanks for
Hi.
having
morning.
us.
Good morning. Yeah.
I don't think we can get tight. I would hate to do this, but Allie has on the perfect
Oh.
earrings right now.
Yeah.
They're strawberries. If you can't see these, they're strawberries. And there's a reason for that.
Yes, it's strawberry picking season.
Oh, he's zooming in.
Yep, there we
Oh,
are.
he is zooming in. All right. All right. We'll get it clear here in just a second. Oh, I love that. Hey, by the way, Laura Young is asking if Ben can turn his mic up. If that's possible to turn Ben's mic up. Thank you so much, Laura. This is part of what we love, that people,
Going live.
yep, people can actually give us some great feedback.
Yeah.
Grandma and Mom are watching. Good morning. All right, going back to our 3-shot here. So we're here at Huber's beautiful Plantation Hall, and we're going to talk all things John Neace and all of that when we have our Scouting America rep, Grayson, coming
Yes.
over. But Allie, what do people need to know, especially with this beautiful weather that Ben so
It's
loves?
so gorgeous. It's been really nice. We're in the direct middle of our strawberry season.
Oh my gosh.
So they are plump and juicy, big. Yep. We're very glad to be strong in the strawberries, and we'll hopefully have them through the rest of this month, but we always recommend that customers call before coming out. And you can visit our website. It's visithubers.com and click You Pick, and it's got a harvest schedule there at the bottom. It's got information about You Pick and how the You Pick operates, and then you can see what's coming in the next couple months. But up next, we anticipate black raspberries and blueberries mid-June. We've got some peaches, lost some in the bad winter
Oh.
weather.
Oh, really?
Yes.
But we'll have a few. So we'll have peaches late June, early July, and then we start into summer veggies and sunflowers and zinnias and all that fun stuff.
all the
at that time.
beautiful-
So Star Valley Strawberry Festival kind of kicked off the,
Yes,
the
that
strawberry
is-
season.
Strawberry season is always, knock on wood, Mother Nature pending. Memorial Day weekend is always a good,
Starting off
yes,
point.
yeah, your annual time.
Now, Allie, you all just recently added brunch?
We have brunch inside the cafe on
Okay.
Saturdays and Sundays
Brilliant.
from 10:30 to, I believe, 12 now. So you can order inside the winery and the cafe. Brunch menus, I believe, on the website. It's definitely been posted on social
on
media.
social, yes.
Yeah, they've got some really
Looks
great
delicious.
pictures on there. They've got some food trucks that open around 11:30, 12, I believe, also. So you can get a lot of different types of food
Nice.
throughout the day while you're here.
I
Yeah.
love that. I always tell people who are new,
Mm-hmm.
which, I mean, I remember my first visit to Huber's. I mean, I'm not from here.
Yeah.
And I always tell people, because it's, Huber's Orchard and Winery, and I don't drink.
Right.
And
There's
there's
plenty for
so
everybody.
much to do.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
The family farm parks open. Season passes are for sale. Pays for itself in 2.5 visits.
Absolutely.
We've got the ice cream factory and cheese shop. We just started doing milkshakes in the ice cream factory. We've got our specialty coffees in there. She's always got a fun seasonal strawberry shortcake latte right now.
Oh, that sounds
Yeah.
great. We need to.
And then you
fill up the
pick,
mugs.
Yeah, the bakery, all the goodies, fudge, take home stuff, jarred products, all that in the market.
love it.
And then I think right now it's June as of yesterday, and I wasn't here yesterday, so it could have changed, but last time I checked, the wine of the month was Chardonnay.
Okay.
So nice, good, dry, crisp. We just started growing Chardonnay grapes not too long ago. I was thinking about it this morning to talk about, and I was like, I've been home for 9 years, and it's been since then. So it does seem like a long time,
Yeah.
but relative for us,
Right.
that's new-ish
But
within the past 10 years.
to think that in the past decade, what you all have
The
done.
distillery's really taken
Oh my
off.
gosh.
Yeah.
And the awards, and I mean, even the generations, it's
Yeah.
family owned. And then to see the,
Yeah.
the up and coming
Yeah,
generations
thank you.
taking
We have all the
over.
bourbons, but we've got a lot of different spirits as well.
We do, yeah. Actually, our gin is my favorite.
Jen.
Interesting.
Gin,
Well, how
yeah.
do you, what's
Well,
your favorite?
we've got a barrel-aged gin
Okay.
that is my personal favorite. So it's our gin that's aged in a brandy barrel, so it's got a golden color to it.
Oh, nice.
And then I do that with ginger ale. It's got a good, our gin is such a good balance of, it's the citrus, the juniper, the star anise, all the classic profiles of gin, all very balanced. And then the aging process that they do with the brandy barrel it just really smooths it out. And then the ginger ale brings out some spiciness to it. It's just a really good cocktail.
Now you also, I mean, this is such a gorgeous place to host weddings.
Yeah.
And it's,
Yeah.
I mean, wedding
We were talking
season
about
turned
that.
into all year round, but really it's wedding
Oh yeah,
season.
we are in the thick of it with weddings. We had 2 this past weekend. We've got 2 this coming weekend. Same the weekend after that. We've got a really cool package right now. It's a Friday all-inclusive for up to 100 people. Just a straight fee, tax and service charge on top.
Sure.
But yeah, $8,500 for 100 people. And it's all-inclusive for, you know,
can't
what
beat
we're all
that.
known for. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Ceremony, getting ready area, all catering, all bartending.
And where do people go? Do they go to visithubers.com?
So we actually have 4 different websites now.
Okay.
We've branded separately for
Smart.
all of our different ventures. We've got plantationhall.com, visithubers.com. That's going to be destination on property stuff. And then we've got huberwinery.com for our wine products and tours and tastings and booking, that kind of thing. And then starlightdistillery.com for the distilled spirits.
You
So-
guys have a lineup of like some artists that'll be out here and
Yeah, on our website. That'll be on Visit Hubers as the destination page. So if they go to visithubers.com and then there's a calendar they can click on, and as we book the music, we post it on our website every Saturday and Sunday from 1 to 5. Usually like mid-April, as soon as the weather starts turning pretty nice, until through October.
I mean, there's no better spot than that right
Yeah.
back there. We had my wife's 40th right out there, you know,
That was smart.
Yeah.
filling
You
up those,
can't beat this.
filled up those jugs, or the,
The pictures.
the pitchers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just,
Sangria, blackberry lemonade.
but I also, I mean, our daughter knows when we say Hubers. She knows Hubers.
Yeah.
I mean, so many
We see her up
great
here all the time with
memories.
you guys. Yeah.
That's just, oh.
She was born in the hospital the same day as my
I
nephew.
know, I know. So it's like she's got this,
Yeah.
this connection here. But love what you do.
Thank you,
Thank you
guys.
for taking
Yeah,
the time.
thanks
We've
for
got
being out here.
all of the different websites. We'll pull that up again.
you.
Again, we're live from Huber's Orchard and Winery this morning, where John Neace is being honored by the Lincoln Heritage Council. And where it is, our own governor is going to be up here.
Yep. I just spoke with an Indiana State police officer. We've got
Awesome.
it all
Oh, really?
secured, ready
Awesome.
for
Big
him.
event this morning.
Yep.
All right. Well,
Yep, we're
thank you
happy to
so
guys.
much,
Yeah.
Allie.
Talk to you.
Absolutely.
See you, Allie.
Yep.
I know Allie and her team have a lot that's going on, and they just do it right here. They
Yeah,
just-
I mean, you got Governor Mike Braun coming in here, John Neace, Scouting America, big event right here at the Plantation Hall. So we're like right outside Plantation Hall, if you know where that's at, and then right behind us is where a lot of the festivities take place here.
The
Hubers.
festivities, the festivities. All right, we're going to pull up. Good morning, Ben. I love this. Thanks for a beautiful morning. Do you
Good
feel
morning,
like,
Carrie.
I mean, we give you a big pat
I
on the
will
back.
I'll take credit.
You
when
need to
it's
take
nice.
credit for that.
Why not?
Do take credit for that.
It is an awesome morning.
Cindy Newby Seabolt, good morning to you, Cindy. How about Judy Sight? Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
Absolutely. And we pulled Laura up. Thank you, Laura, for letting us know that we need
Yeah,
Ben
good morning, Mom.
to turn the mic up. Grandma and Mom are watching.
That's
I
right.
love that. Oh, maybe Stacy is tagging someone.
Yeah.
Well, Stacy, thanks for joining us this morning. That's
Live
for sure.
on location here this morning.
Here at Huber's Orchard and Winery. So we were talking about baseball, and then what about Hannah, your daughter Hannah, who just graduated?
She's just graduated Borden High School, so now, unlike a lot of schools, their actual graduation is like a week later. So it's actually this Sunday. So we're gonna have all the family coming in town later on this weekend, and then she got a job. She's had a job with you guys.
I know, but we're just a side hustle, which I love.
Now she's got
I love it.
more of a full-time job at a pharmacy in New Albany, and so
Locally owned.
She's going to be very busy there. And then we've got orientation this week at IU.
No way.
So
Already?
Wednesday, Thursday, yeah. So
Whew.
we're gonna spend the night Wednesday night, Thursday, get all the classes scheduled, hopefully get the dorm.
And then easy street for the rest of the summer a little bit.
Yeah, cross our
Maybe,
fingers, yeah.
maybe.
Things to start to settle down.
But this is a real question we want to know from you all. I mean, it's graduation season. So what's either your go-to graduate gift, or if you're giving money, how much? Especially in today's economy.
I was thinking
how
about
much?
that because like $100.
Yeah.
But I mean, $100 doesn't go as far as it used to.
It doesn't.
I mean, I used to get $100 like when I graduated
Yep.
25 years ago.
So I'm so curious about that. So we're going to keep that up just for a quick moment here, because I can't wait to attend. There's so many graduation parties on our list, but of course we'll be there to see Hannah and her friends. And is that a thing? Having like a group of friends have one party, because that seems really smart to me.
It's very efficient. Yeah. Hannah's having a graduation party with 3 of her friends. So it'll be a big party, get more people there.
Yep.
You can rent out a bigger place, share the expenses. But it is graduation party season, and I mean, you're just kind of in your feels a little bit, because I mean, I'm even
bet
thinking
you
about
are.
here. I mean, I came out here when they're in kindergarten to a field trip here at Huber's.
Yeah.
And then just visiting here. I mean, every year we've taken our kids here to have the annual Christmas fight, meaning we go and get the Christmas tree. We argue about which one's the best. We know we're all going to argue.
Yep.
We cut it down. We take it home. So we've had just a ton of family memories here at Huber's.
I don't know. I mean, I think money is the way to go for grads, just because you know that they can use it. And honestly, if they use it in a way that's going to benefit them, whether it's their education or whatever, great. And if they use it for something fun, great.
Try to get them to put it in the savings account.
Try for that.
Buy a brand new sweatshirt, which we argued with Hannah about the other day.
Oh, that's funny.
I think we talked her out of it.
She wanted it. What was so special about because she's a little fashionista.
And I've never heard of these brands. Like a TikToker will be wearing a sweatshirt,
and you got to have
if
it.
It gets popular. She's got to have it. I think we talked her out of getting that sweatshirt.
I love
I think
it.
she checked her bank account, and that talked her out of it.
Oh,
There wasn't much in it.
okay. I mean, that's a little smart there. Edward Jewell says, "Good morning, Ben."
Good morning,
Love
Edward.
that.
Good morning.
And then let's pull up. Judy Spear, Ferris Hayer. Good morning, Ben and Angie. Have a great day. Bradford, still remember the Kiddos commercial with Kelsey.
Yeah,
I
Kelsey
do
and
too.
Andy. Yeah, our kids were tiny back then.
Oh,
Probably still find that on YouTube somewhere.
yes. Edward Jewell says congratulations to Hannah.
Thank you, Edward.
And congratulations to Mom and Dad too. I know this has been a feat for you all. I get emotional even thinking about it. I mean, as my daughter liked to remind me, I've got 10 years, and she did the math on my age and threw that out there on me.
And people ask us, how are you holding up? How you doing with the graduation? And, I think my wife puts it really, really well. Like, we'll probably break down when she's packing and we got to take her to school. But for now, we're just excited about the future. She rocked out high school. That was great. Bigger and better things.
I can't even fathom what that, because just the bittersweet. You did your job. I mean, our job is to prepare them to let them go.
Right. And then
But-
I think once we're home and she's not annoying us with something before she goes to
There's
bed,
no way that Hannah is annoying. No way.
she has her moments. She likes to pick on Dad sometimes.
And
Mom.
she's extremely close with Mom, isn't she?
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah.
And I think Sarah and I have that in common. I mean, obviously Olive is much younger, but like, that's my heart.
Mm-hmm.
So, but she
Yeah.
picks on you. Is it ever deserved?
Good natured. Yeah, it's always
Deserved. Yes. Well, over the weekend, I got to attend, and I love to say her name, Laura Ehalt. She's known as the Fudge Lady in New Albany. Laura, and I'll share this because she's shared this very publicly, battled a very, very, very rare form of breast cancer. In fact, so rare that her treatment, the doctors told her, I mean, she is the data. And so what she's gone through, she's going to help save lives, which is amazing. But she had, I think it was called Cheers to Forever. a Cheers to Forever party to thank all the people who had supported her, which was just absolutely beautiful. And I think I mentioned this. You can't see it because it's underneath here, but we're counting down the days, 8 days until I get this
Yeah.
this darn chemo port out. So very, very excited. And I mean, that was really it. Our daughter had and Jason had some old friends in town at Kevin Hammersmith Park, which is a phenomenal park, and got to play in the splash pad and do all kinds of fun things.
Yeah, the weather was
The
nice.
weather was so good. The weather was so good. Very happy about that. Well, speaking of events and things, as always, here's the latest, Hanging with Hannah. This is her side hustle, though. It's not a real job. It's just her side hustle.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another Hanging with Hannah presented by Rasmussen Chiropractic. I've got your ultimate roundup of fun local events you don't want to miss out this week. Starting off on June 2nd through the 6th is the Princess Summer Camp. This enchanting experience is perfect for ages 3 through 6, with dance classes, crafts, and story time with the princess every day. On June 3rd, it's Animal Tales. At this engaging event, you'll learn about amazing animals up close and the fascinating ways they use coloration to survive and thrive. On June 4th, it's Outdoor Yoga. Join Maria Pepis for a beginner-friendly yoga class every Wednesday this summer. On June 6th, it's Inside Out 2 Movies in the Park. Grab a blanket, your favorite snacks, and your crew. It's movie night under the stars. This is a free event and open to all ages. On June 7th, it's the Southern Indiana Summer Craft Show 2025. This summer craft show will feature over 50 booths of local handmade vendors. On June 7th, it's the Brick Street Festival. Enjoy live music, delicious food, bouncy houses for the kiddos, and a lively vendors market full of handcrafted gems. Looking ahead to June 21st, it's the second annual Lavender You Pick and Summer Market. You'll be able to stroll through the lavender fields in full bloom, pick your own bundle, sip on fresh lavender lemonade, and enjoy a day filled with fun. Well, that's it for this week's Hanging with Hannah. A huge thanks to Rasmussen Chiropractic for helping with this series. See you all next week.
I just want to say again, like, she started the internship with Extol Media, you and Jason, back in last October. And
Through Prosser.
Through Prosser, and through the entrepreneurship and marketing program at Prosser, she has now 30 college credits through Ivy Tech. And she said last week that her confidence is so much higher because of this. So thank you guys.
Oh my gosh, she's amazing. She's amazing. She's just been phenomenal for us. And I want to just throw up one thing. Speaking of events, I do want to throw this up there. Jeffersonville Anchors Away actually starts today, and Leslie Lewis Sheets always shares these. I'm going to make it out there one of these times. It's right near but it's in Big Four Station Park, and it's just free, and just go and exercise. High Fitness tonight at 6, Dance Mix at 6 p.m. I know how much you love to dance, Ben.
You'll see me out
Pio
there.
at 7 p.m., Pound on Wednesday at 6 p.m., and yoga at 6 p.m. I just love that they do these initiatives where we're talking about fitness and doing it together. And Leslie Lewis Sheets is the one that I always watch for those to come out, because she's a champion for people to come and join.
So you can be there at the Big Four Station and, cut a rug and burn calories, and then go to Parlor next door.
I
And then
mean,
get pizza and beer.
that's called balance. That's called balance. Now, we're talking John Neace. We're here at Huber's Orchard and Winery, and this is where John Neace is going to be honored with the Distinguished Citizen Award. And so we have here with us Lincoln Heritage Council District Executive Grayson Edwards. Thank you for taking the time,
Thank you all.
Grayson.
Yeah.
We know you're running around.
Yeah, it's always crazy getting these things going, but it's for a great cause and it's honoring a great person.
Oh.
So happy to run around and set things up.
Well, do this for us. First, explain Lincoln Heritage Council. What is that?
Yeah, so the Lincoln Heritage Council is the local scouting council for the 6 counties right here in southern Indiana. But larger, it's the council that covers 64 counties throughout Kentucky, Illinois, Tennessee, and Indiana.
Okay.
So we know Scouting America now. We've been educated. It is not Boy Scouts. Scouting America, and explain what that means, because it's really fascinating.
So Scouting America, it's the same program that Scouting really has always been, getting kids outdoors, getting kids kind of off their screens and learning life skills and having fun adventures outdoors. The change to Scouting America kind of came around because we wanted to align ourselves with kind of the rest of the world. We let girls in several years ago,
Right.
and we just felt, as an organization as a whole in the country, that Boy Scouts of America was, a little bit behind, and we wanted to kind of catch up with the times, and name change came around.
And 21% of scouts from Scouting America are girls across the country, and 20% with Lincoln Heritage.
Yes,
I love it. I love it. Absolutely. But what we're really here for is the Friends of Scouting luncheon with Distinguished Citizen Award winner John Neace.
Yes.
And tell us why. I mean, I know we could talk all day here about John Neace, but why honor John?
Well, John has been a supporter of Scouting
Yes.
for many, many years, and obviously he is a incredible community leader, and we felt that he embodies kind of our Scout oath and law and what we talk about in there. We have, you caught me right as I'm having a little bit of a brain fart, but he embodies, what Scouting is,
Yes.
what it means. So we have a Scout oath and law. And what we talk about there is, we have a duty to God, we have reverence, we have, you want to be brave, clean, loyalties in there. And what he does for our community, he kind of embodies what, it means to be a Scout.
Yeah, absolutely. And Governor Mike Braun is going to be here and is the guest speaker.
Yes, he is.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it's very exciting. Mike Braun, an Eagle Scout himself, formerly coming down to, speak at our event, which is just an incredible kind of honor in itself, I think, for Southern Indiana in this event. And in combination with John Neace, it's just going to be a fantastic event today.
It definitely is. And
How do you book a governor? You just send that email?
That's how you start.
Yeah.
it starts in steps. Well, we are here thanks to NWSB CEO Pat Daly and NWSB President Sid Whitlock, who asked us to come out and to help cover this event. But a little known fact, and you may know this. So John Neace Jason Applegate is behind, and I wish I could get him over here so he could tell you some John Neace stories. But he's known John since he was very, very little, John and his wife Peine. And when we first decided to start, we did our research and market research and all of that, and then we pitched, and John was our first investor. Extol never would have happened had it not been for John Neace. Now, we own ourselves outright now, and John is a businessman, and he took a chance. He took a chance on us, and I am forever indebted and grateful. And he just does these things, though, that people don't know. He just, so many philanthropic things that he doesn't know, he doesn't want you to know. So, John, please don't put me on any kind of list because I'm throwing you out here.
If you don't know, he has involvement in Lou City,
Oh my gosh, he's the chairman.
Parlor, Fall City,
tremendous amount of
Winery.
developments.
Yeah.
Charlestown, and he, people who were critics, and I loved this, people who were critics became his biggest cheerleaders when they saw what he was doing to help transform
And when you
that
think
city.
of like a presence like that in a community,
Yeah.
he is so down to earth when you
He's just so real. He's just so real. And he gives back in ways that he doesn't want you to know, and you'll never know. And I love that about him.
Yeah, he's very humble, right? He gives to all sorts of things. He has so many philanthropic efforts, and we're just grateful that he's chosen Scouting to be one of those.
I love it. Well, Grayson, again, we'll still be here to provide coverage. Everybody can check it out on our Extol socials when this is over with. But thank you for taking
Yep,
the
nice to meet you.
time.
Thanks for being here.
We're going to wrap soon so that Ben can get ready for his Ben at 10 weather.
Gotcha.
All right. I appreciate that so much. So, John Neace, love Peine Neace too. They're
Such
a great
nice
family.
folks, yeah.
And also, Kimberly Mangnus, sorry, Kimberly, if I just said your last name wrong, and John Ryan Neace, their son, is getting married this
Oh,
weekend.
congratulations.
So
That's awesome.
it's a big week for the Neaces for sure. Now,
I got to spend Derby out at their place, and they're so welcoming and just giving with
And
great
real.
food and real and just really awesome people. So
and that was the weather. The weather wasn't super, but they've got that incredible barn and all of that. But otherwise, you would have seen kids, including our own, running around all over the place. Very family friendly. Now, Ben, before we do wrap, just a couple of quick things. Again, we're live from Huber's Orchard and Winery in advance of the Friends of Scouting Luncheon, which is giving the Distinguished Citizen Award to John Neace, and I'd love that. But over the weekend, there's just a couple of things that we have to hit because we need to give kudos to when we back the blue. We are backing the blue for sure. First of all, the plot for the plot to hire to kill in New Albany. If you have been watching the
that
news,
plot thickened.
and it's still not over, but kudos to New Albany Police Department and the other agencies that worked with them. I mean, amazing work, use of technology, and they have suspects, alleged
You never,
suspects.
obviously, no community wants a shooting in their community, but
No.
to know it's not just a random
Nope,
thing, and
was
there's
not
kind of a
random.
reason behind this. So
And I mean, when you read, it was fascinating in the News and Tribune, all the technology that they utilized. So love that. And this was sad, but over the weekend, Clarksville Police, the chief held a press conference. There was a shooting off of Green Tree. And this is the thing why we wanted to talk about it for a minute, was the chief said he saw kids, high school kids from every school. I mean, they could have been anyone's sons or daughters, is what he said. And yes, there were some things that were going on that shouldn't have been going on. Thankfully, there were kids who saw, wait a minute, as the night came on, the crowd got a little unsavory and they left. There were no fatalities. There were 4 teens who were shot. But I appreciate the chief really telling people, know where your kids are. Know where your kids
and
are.
we're just talking about graduation. I mean, you get your whole life in front of you.
Oh.
Like decisions are important. Good
Absolutely.
decisions are important. So
But also kudos to Clarksville for all of the work that they did and just, I mean, making sure that the community knew we're on this and we're on this in a major way. And then they posted.
Can we chill on the crime?
It's been a long weekend, and I mean, they deserve to have that's a little bit of that humor because I mean, it was really serious. It was really serious, but we're very lucky about that. All right, Ben, we're going to go to a couple more comments and then we're going to wrap. Here we are. Nope. Sorry. There we go.
Good morning from Simpsonville, Kentucky.
Congratulations, Hannah.
Thank you. Bertha Turner.
Yes, Bertha Turner. We appreciate that.
Love Simpsonville too. Got a beautiful Cardinal golf course over there.
Oh, they sure do. And that's been a work in progress as well. Ben, we're going to pull up one last time because we're here at Huber's, and I'm telling you what, it is phenomenal. What can people expect?
We're going to talk a lot more about this coming up at 10 o'clock here shortly on Ben at 10. But today, around 80 degrees, our 7-day forecast starting off with tomorrow, 88, our warmest so far this year, and upper 80s for Wednesday, too. It looks like a front will get close enough maybe for a shower or storm chance late Wednesday, but most of Wednesday's dry. That front gets hung up, and that'll give us a chance for some occasional showers and thunderstorms. Looks like Thursday and a Friday, but notice it's in probably our first all 80s forecast. That's how you start off of June right there. June is the beginning of meteorological summer. It's meteorologists keep track of summer, June, July, August to keep the stats real simple. But summer doesn't officially start. Astronomical summer. These are a lot of big words in weather. That begins June 20th. It's the first day of summer.
And you love summer. You said that's your favorite.
Favorite season. Love to swim. Love to get outside. Love the sunshine. So.
And okay,
we're getting it finally looking like summer-like here.
We certainly are. Stay tuned for Ben at 10. He's going to start live from Huber's Orchard and Winery. Thanks for joining us this morning on Extol Filtered.